Human rights defenders are important if you are thinking of promoting and protecting human rights. That cannot be done without giving visibility to the work that human rights defenders do and without creating a safe environment in which they can work.
In a community that is oppressed, where things are not working and where it's clear that human rights are being violated, someone needs to speak up.
They are kind of counterbalancing the institutionalized powers like the government, the parliament, even maybe the courts.
These are the eyes and ears of the international human rights system. They are the ones who bring all the information that is necessary for the international community and international human rights systems to make policy at the international level, to make sure that appropriate mechanisms are set up at the international level and that the mandates of these mechanisms are sufficient.
And that's where human rights defenders in so many countries play a role. I think they're the bravest people in the world. I think in some countries they work in the most horrendous situations where their own physical integrity is at stake.
These voices cannot be heard if there is not someone supporting them at a level like the one here in Geneva, training them, informing them about how to use the international mechanisms.
Whenever you say human rights defenders, I think automatically of ISHR.
Organizations like this one are really needed to establish the link between the political level, the international level of discussions about human rights and the realities on the ground.
I really became conscious of the work of ISHR when I was working for the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights. Sitting at the podium regularly, looking at the way the NGOs were preparing themselves, the interventions they made, the contribution they made, ISHR stood out.
It does very practical, hands-on work with human rights defenders to increase their capacities and their abilities to perform the tasks that they do at the national level.
It has evolved a program of work which allows it to build the capacity of human rights defenders, which helps to make them, to link them with the UN system, the larger human rights world and the larger human rights bodies, and gives them access to those bodies and allows them to have the strength when they are at home alone in the dark of night and there's a knock on the door, etc. They know that there is something out there that can help and support them.
ISHR certainly warrants support. It's an organization with an excellent track record and it's needed today more than ever. I urge you all to really support this organization.